Jalen Rose opened up about his infamous Skip, you only used to average 1.4 points in college situation. That was hilarious when he did that on ESPN. And ever since then, I think Jalen Rose was back on first take for a little while after this, but obviously for Skip Bayless' tenure, Jalen Rose wasn't really a member of first take anymore after disrespecting Skip Bayless on live TV like that. And Jalen Rose was on Earn Your Leisure earlier this year. I missed the episode, but he actually opened up about the moment and he broke down why he had to put Skip back in his place. So take a listen to why. But before we get into the clip, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Single day, there's sports critique. And sometimes it goes a little too far. Like Skip, he goes too far sometimes, I think, in my opinion.
He goes too far away too much.
Yeah, definitely. So
I had to tell him about himself too.
yeah,
Yeah, I did.
what you tell him?
That I know that he averaged 1.4 points as a junior in high school.
That's a classic clip. That happened. That really happened.
I was on my KRS-One, and the teacher taught us that he kept a dish record for everybody in the top 10. In case somebody, he ready for a body shot, he ready for a jab, and I was ready for the same thing. I was ready for a face shot, a jab. I was ready for a knockout punch. Going too far is when you calling Chris Bosh Spice. That's too far.
Spice, like from the Spice Girls?
Yeah.
Spice.
Oh, I ain't even heard that before.
Disrespect.
Who said that? Skip Bayless?
You mentioned the name.
Skip Wildin'.
Right? Right?
Skip Wildin'.
So that's going too far.
Yeah.
To me, and it's a real distinction. If you're from the hood, you're going to appreciate this. When you call me out my name is when you go too far.
I'm talking about LeBron's son. That was uncalled for.
And like I told him, every time you talk about Ronnie, I'm going to talk about you.
So y'all heard what the man had to say. And I got to say, I'm 1,000% with Jalen Rose on this. I do think Skip Bayless sometimes gets a bad rap for him as a person. A lot of his colleagues, they would never disrespect him, either on TV or back when they talk about Skip. They always mention how he was there for them, how much he gave advice and everything. He was open to listening, all that good stuff, right? But when he comes to his covering of certain players, he just goes too far. He's just way too disrespectful, especially for a guy that never played a game. I am against athletes kind of gatekeeping the sport, saying that you had to play to talk about the sports if you were going to have any kind of credibility. I'm totally against that. I feel like you should do your due diligence to actually learn the sport. It's not rocket science at the end of the day, and you should be able to have an opinion, especially if you're able to back it up with points and facts. But for Skip Bayless, I'm not going to say he doesn't know his sports because he obviously has knowledge about the sports, but he just like to go out there and create narratives and run with narratives for ratings, especially if it involves disrespect, because he knows it will get some traction. The nicknames, the Westbrook, the Bosch Spies, the, LaFraud, all that stuff, that will just catch fire on the internet and come right back to him in the currency of ratings. And you can't do that. You can't disrespect a man's name. All you got as a man is your word, is your name. And name carry history. So when you go out there and you disrespect it, especially for certain something as futile as ratings and just outrageous, a lot of these players do not have the platform to clap back at a guy like Skip Bayless and not look wild. It's kind of a lose-lose situation because we expect the superstar players to kind of take all the hate because they make money whatsoever and just focus on ball all the time. So he had to be someone to actually put Skip Bayless back in his place, and Jalen Rose did just that. Unfortunately, Skip did not learn his lesson because he keeps on doing it. Now, we had the situation about Russell Westbrook last year when his wife had to step in and he still wouldn't understand and stop calling him names. So Skip is definitely out of pocket a lot of times, man. And shout out to Jalen Rose for being real and not complying. He was on TV and in front of everyone. He was like, let me give you a taste of your own medicine, because obviously you didn't tolerate the disrespect on live TV because I generated the narratives that are stuck with you throughout the years, just like you do with other players. So why are you so mad? It takes a lot of maturity for a man to actually kind of accept being wrong, reflect, look back in the mirror and be like, oh, I got to change it. Skip Bayless doesn't seem to have that on this one. So anyways, we're going to cut the video right here. Get in the comment section and give me your thoughts about this whole situation. Again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.